reason, it's just only worth 4 points in Sector X instead of the like 30 that Peppy is worth.
Although, if you didn't know, while you're on the map screen, you can actually zoom in with the R and Z buttons, and the C buttons will change the perspective as well. I'm not sure if you knew that. All right, let me know when to
I
hit.
think I knew that.
I'm gonna go into the cutscene. Are you ready to go in the cutscene?
I
guess reset.
Second.
Okay. Did you get high scores
Let me actually
to save?
pull up Live Split this time.
Oh, okay. Get prepared for that.
Yeah.
So there is there is a thing in Katina where after the cutscene, where when the enemies spawn out of the mothership,
I hit
the hatches come. The core is guaranteed to come out roughly 2 minutes and 40 seconds after the cutscene finishes. It is affected by lag, so lag can make that a bit longer or shorter if there's no lag.
Yeah.
Are you in the cutscene?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm in the
cool.
cutscene.
Alright, I'll do another run.
Let me know when.
Alright, I'm just loading in here. Alright, I'm in the cutscene now. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You guys ever watched the CWTC? Classic Tetris World Championships? Where they play Tetris on the NES version. They recently invented a new controller method, like way of holding the controller, so you can basically play forever. But at level 29, the game makes the pieces fall so fast that if you play like holding the button to make it slide the pieces off the screen, it's not fast enough to actually go all the way. So they call it the kill screen because you're basically going to die eventually, but they found a way to hold the controller essentially backwards and then treat the back of the controller as a button while resting your thumb on either one of the directions. For whatever reason, their tournaments are kind of strict in that they only allow traditional NES controllers. But hey, they found a way to make it work. Let's just say this run isn't as good as last one. How are you doing, Words?
Not bad.
I got the somersault this time at least. Somersault and
2 points worse than last time. 158.
We're on like a 155 check. So we're pretty close.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Words Sayer is the world record holder for Corneria individual level score.
Which means I have the potential to have the best start to any Mercenary League route a month, and then I will crash out after that.
Forget Mercenary League, any run, actually.
Yeah.
He has the record on both main game and expert difficulties. 234 lake. This is the exact same lake for actually.
237 lake for me.
I think that's the exact same for you last time too. I think I remember being down by 3. We're about to do the exact same run over again, aren't we?
Yeah. That's the only way this could possibly go down. Yep.
Ooh, wow, good moles. I got really good moles actually.
Good moles for me too. I'm looking at 310, I think.
Dang. Getting 304.
Yep, 3 times.
Now, getting a higher score than Words in this level is a pretty big ask.
It does happen though.
Yeah, it is a single life run, so mistakes are very common. To do that, like, spin, you go into first person, and then you barrel roll, and then do a somersault. And you get the spin cycle cam, I like to call it. I could use a more unpleasant word, but I won't. That's what people usually call it. Alright, on to the next level, Sector Y.
I'll say one of the coolest things about this game in terms of score running is the fact that there are two very different routes that have very similar high score potentials.
Yes.
So like the natural thing you might want to do once you start getting into score running is to go Meteo first instead of Sector Y, because in Meteo you have the warp, which gets you a lot more points, and like even at the highest level you're looking at like a 550 on Meteo versus like a 450 on Sector Y. So it's still a lot more points. It's just Meteo locks you into Katina, Sector X in terms of like high score potential, both of which are significantly lower score than Aquas and Zonas, which again is not obvious at first. You have to learn a lot of tricks to make Aquas, for instance, catch up in score, but yeah. It's really cool that those two different routes get within about 100 points of each other now, yeah. Maybe 200.
Around 100, around 100, 200. But then, yeah, quite recently we discovered that there's a glitch you can do on Bols that, when combined with Venom 1, if you disallow the grinding off Wolf, is actually higher than going Area 6 and Venom, which is very not obvious, but. There's a glitch in Bols which can let you get up to, I would say, 600, even 700 if you get a really lucky run. And then score potential for Venom 1 is around 400 compared to Venom 2, which is around 227, 28-ish. Alright, whenever you're ready for Sector 1.
Yep. Okay. Ready in 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So Sector Y, I would say one of the harder levels to run, but don't let that intimidate you. You can use a lot of bombs here if you want to clear stuff easy, but a lot of this level comes down to just timed charge shots when the... So charge shots will fly a fixed distance, you kind of want to get them right at the end. Trying to hit basically almost every enemy in this level is worth 2 points, because you can, if you indirectly hit an enemy with the charge shot, the explosion part, if that explosion grazes an enemy, you'll get a hit bonus, and that's how you get. That's pretty much the basis of scoring in this game. Trying to use your charge shots to hit everything indirectly. Better than last time, at least. I remember what I'm doing. You can get enemies on both sides here. Remember, every enemy, every point you get paid 64 Cornerian dollars at the end. There's a financial incentive to this. Oh boy, I missed that. So essentially we're using, I'm trying to use like terrain or even other enemies to try to get as many indirect shots as possible. So if you were playing this level like for a high score and weren't worried about this, you'd actually die it on purpose. Because after the checkpoint, a lot of enemies can get respawned. You can get a lot of points that way. But since this is a single life run, you can only you can't die. You just have to keep going.
I mean, you can.
You can, but it runs over. Runs over in terms of the competition. If you guys are interested in TASes, there's a person in the Star Fox in our Discord, War Hippie, who's been tassing this game and updating his tasks actually recently.
Yeah, his stuff is really impressive too.
Kind of insane.
Like the old tasks we had before he came in were like
they were good.
They were good, but he's beating them by like 100, 200 points in some cases.
Like, if you were to ask someone, like, what's the highest possible scoring level? Like, that's not using an info. Most people will say either Area 6, probably Area 6, right? You can get, like, 600, 700 points in that level. It's actually Meteor.
Yep.
Because you can get...
And it's not close.
Yeah, it's not... Well, it's getting close.
Well, yeah, it's kind of close.
They're both in the 800s, but Meteor, like, at the beginning, you can get, like, so many points.
But it's like so ridiculously precise. It's like Area 6 you can kind of see a human getting. I mean, we do see humans getting over 700, but
consistently,
like,
too. Not us though.
Like, Miko is insane, dude. But like Meteo, no one's even hit 600 yet in terms of human.
They've come close. I think we're at like what 597 by Kaio.
Yeah, I think that's right. Kaio's gotten scary close to 600, but still.
Dancing, 500. Or sorry, 600. Yes. I was thinking of this level.
Yeah, but when you're like 250 points off the task versus like 100 points off the task, it's kind of crazy.
Right. The rabbit must die.
Indeed.
I really don't have to kill Slippy, but why not?
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but he's right here.
I wasn't going to, but he took damage in the fight.
Yeah.
I would say this boss gives you quite a bit of time before the hit plus 10 degrades to a hit plus 5. Because
he does.
At one point he'll be landing on the base, which makes him a non-moving target.
He literally just did it for me.
Oh wow, Falco almost died.
Okay,
Falco can
what did I have? 260, 270 something? Better than last time. Yep, I think if I do find time to grind levels this month, I think Sector Y is one I need to work on.
What was your Meteo PB recent? Is it 557? I think it was, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's 557. Which ties Zallard and Steven.
I think Zallard actually has a 558, but not in video.
Did he? Oh, okay.
I remember he put it in the title, like, I improved this by 1. But not in video.
But he just didn't have the video, yeah.
Zallard probably the most famous score run. Only one of the few on AGDQ. The first one on AGDQ. I think 2013, 2012 even. That was a while back.
Yeah. 277. Let's go. That's a decent score for me.
Nice.
Don't forget to change.
Yep, change.
Course. Okay. I forgot how many bombs I left with, but I'll see. Live split is ready to go. Okay.
Okay, I think I'm counting this time.
Yep.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Tetris, Tris. Oh, I can go all out here, can't I? Well, as long as my wings stay intact.
Yeah, wings are important.
They're not
Okay.
they're not required, but the performance dip when you lose one in this level is quite huge.
Specifically the laser. Losing
Yes.
a wing takes you back to single laser, which
Is pain incarnate in this level.
in this level in particular, which is like funny because for most of the rest of score running this game, like lasers do not matter almost because you're not mashing for DPS, you're doing precision shots with the charge shots to get bonus points. But for this level in particular, you want to just be killing enemies as quickly as possible.
Unless
Dang
you're the
it.
TAS.
Unless you're the task.
I think the TAS gets what, 700 in this level, I want to say?
That sounds about right, yeah.
World record on this level is 347.
The bad news for me, I already took like 3 wing hits and I did not get the laser spawn.
Oh boy.
So this could go very badly, very quickly for me.
In the words of the great Isaiah, don't get hit.
Huh? You have 5 bombs. Cool.
Oh, if you're watching on my stream, since I'm playing on the Japanese version, these enemies will look a bit different. The Japanese version, the enemies don't have those little horn things. They're just flat triangles or
They are
trapezoids.
less cool, objectively.
Yeah, I would say they're less cool. If you're watching Word stream, he'll have a live split on open, because he's gonna use it to try to time the final hatch spawn. So when the core comes out, whatever state the hatch is in is what state it's gonna be till the end of the level. So you want those if the hatches are deployed or open while the core comes out, they'll stay open, and you can destroy the hatches for 6 points each. But if they're up, then essentially for every hatch you didn't destroy, you lose 6 points. Also, another fun fact is that Bill and Cat, interestingly enough, do have health value. They can actually be killed. It's not displayed on screen, but Bill's health value is 999, and Cat's health value is 9999. I think every charge shot or every blue laser hit, I want to say 4 damage. So technically you can kill Bill. And Cat, but that's a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
I think the only level
I think the TAS has managed to kill Cat in Sector Z.
Yeah.
But it took so long and gave literally no benefit, so really no point. He just did it to see if he could. But it is not, as far as I'm aware, not possible to kill Cat and Zonus because her health resets every time she reappears on the screen.
Oh boy, no hatches for me.
One more cycle.
Oh, that's painful. I think my score is actually going to be lower than last time.
My score is not going to be lower than last time.
This is why you use live split, folks. don't copy my
example.
example.
Cycle that ended around 320, so I made sure to kill a few more enemies to make them spawn again, so that they would be open at 340, which is the number I'm looking for when the core comes out. It's not an easy thing to time, and I get it wrong probably 40 to 60% of the time, but that's better than getting it wrong 90% of the time.
Alright. Not quite sure, I got 235 this time. Or 236 this time. But last time I had broken wings.
Bro, I got a 271. That's like really good for me.
Nice.
It's pretty rare for me to break 260 these days. So 271 I would take.
For a single life run, that's actually really high.
Yeah.
Usually like maybe 240, 230 is the norm. Because most of the time you're just hating yourself while you play this level.
Yep.
Not me though. I don't mind. There are people who have made emotes on how much they hate this level, and I make fun of them all the time.
I have that emote actually.
Alright, Sector X is your count.
This is definitely Katina was definitely by far the most random level in the game in terms of score outcome. What is world record, like 330 something, 340?
347.
347.
By Kyle.
Yeah. And I think, I want to say like less than 10 people have even broken 300. It might be more than.
I think it's more. More people are
through the
doing
history of the game. Currently active players, there's probably like less than 5 who can hit 300 with any amount of consistency.
All right.
Yeah. Sector X, starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
If any of you are watching basketball, Golden State is beating Houston right now. Back up the squadron.
Heal. Airball.
Not as good as last time.
Sick. 31.
46. Get behind us, and they're fast. 30th tunnel. Well, not like more at the open area with the spinners. I didn't miss that spinner this time.
135 check.
It's gonna be a 154 check. 153 check. Peppy. Will Peppy's enemies live? Kind of. A little too early. You know, as a beginner, Sector X, like, the second half is probably one of the most satisfying parts to play.
I can very much agree with that.
Because it's not hard, but it's hard enough to where it feels like when you do it right, it feels good. Yeah, better cooperation there, but that's fine.
$278 after Peppy.
$303 on Peppy.
Rob, the last spinner didn't move. I'm at least breaking 300 here.
311 boss. His boss's name is Spyborg.
306 for me.
Not bad.
Slapless, let's go.
I got the 2
That might be the
extra.
first time I've ever actually done that without the slap.
I have to match your slapless with mine.
And debris
And I
list.
took that personally.
That is easily my fastest Spyborg fight ever.
Daijoubu. Slippy.
Interesting.
Speaking of Japanese. 333.
You just had to one-up my 2222, huh? It's time for trains.
Trains. You know, I can ruin everybody's memory of this game in like a few words.
Oh?
Count us down first.
What?
Count us down first before I ruin it for everyone.
Okay, fine. Well, now I need to figure out what to start from. Okay, that sounds so interesting. We'll make it 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so for everyone watching, and this is on every version, you can't, like, there's no escaping this. If you look at the score tally, the numbers are actually not vertically aligned properly. Specifically the numbers like 3, 5, and I think 7.
Is it Macbeth specifically?
No, it's everywhere. It's just
Okay.
it's the way the numbers are.
Yeah.
They're just slightly off. Like
No.
you won't see it now with the 006, but it becomes a lot obvious. You'll see it.
I lost one of the flyers, so I'm at 18. Shame.
I'm getting shot up here. Or 19, probably.
Taking rocks so far.
The highest score possible on this level, well, by a human, is over 400 now. Recently. And it's actually taking the bad path, not the good path. There's just a few more points on the bad path. Because you get to, during the boss fight, there's actually a set number of enemies that appear. Which is worth quite a bit more than the 50 you get at the end.
.94 at incoming.
Oh boy, I missed that cart. I missed the second car. Wheeled turret, that is.
Ooh. One.
Okay, 89. I don't think I can do this. I have to kill. I think if you kill one of those moths, you can do the ground shot. But if all 5 of them are alive, one tends to crash into each other and take it out.
Yeah, you can get the 5. If you don't kill one, it's just harder.
Yeah, and if one crashes, if one takes the other out, you get 0 points for it, for 2 of them, so you actually lose around 4. So it's usually better to just take the one loss. And
Wow. Not get serious. Enemies there. Where are you? Oh. Well.
my previous one was better than this, but no. 169 after Falco's death. Falco's enemy's dead.
168. Same spot.
Also, for those that don't know, it's 8 hits to kill the tanker. 8 regular shots. So if you can count to 7, you can set it up for a kill pretty nicely.
As is tradition, I am at
As is
1 health
tradition.
going into the tunnel.
That's normal. I'm at significantly more than 1 health, but lower on the score side probably.
194 is what I have.
Oh, it was that tragic, eh?
Yeah.
I'm at
202 check.
203 check. I'll get the gold ring.
Yeah, I have no gold rings. So,
You can get
I'm gonna enter-
2. Wait, can you get? No, you can only get 1.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
2 on the bad path.
Yeah. I'm gonna be entering area 6 with 1 gold ring, which is not terrible, but would have liked to have 2. Bro, I missed that moth twice in a row.
The last one?
The second to last one.
Oh, okay.
I kept airballing the switch.
And so if you look
Killed him, but I didn't get the +1.
if you look carefully at my 3, it's just slightly higher than the 2 and the 1. By pixels.
Is it multiple pixels or just one?
No,
I feel like it might be just one.
I think it's like 2. I mean, also it depends on how big your resolution is. I'm playing on a CRT. I have one of the most jankiest setups ever. So what I'm doing is that... Oh, go on.
Where's the fun if there's not a little jank?
Yeah, so what I'm using is, I have a composite upscaler, but I'm also playing on a CRT, and the way I'm doing that is through a VCR, which has a coax input, which goes into my CRT, and it also has a composite output, which sends the signal to the capture card. So the VCR is acting as a splitter, which allows me to play a lagless CRT beauty.
That sounds about like what I grew up with, without the capture card. Sans capture card.
I mean, back then the VCR was the capture card.
Exactly.
Do you remember SLP, EP, LP, and SP? The VCR recording? Yeah, EP. So EP and LP are the same thing, or I think EP and SLP are the same thing. I think it means super long play or extended play, which means you get a degrade in I think FPS, but you get I think usually VHS says 2 hours, but SLP EP lets you do 6 hours. Which
so
back
the
then
way I understood it was standard play, long play, and super long play. Yeah, which is in my college years of learning like music stuff. I learned LP is also for like LP and EP are for records. So like you had a single record, like vinyl record, which would have one song on it. Then you'd have a long play record, which would be an album, what we would consider an album of today. An extended play was actually in between those two, where you could have like 4 or 5 songs on one. So it's funny to me to hear EP is also a term in VCR world, which again, the ones I grew up with never had EP on it.
It might just be like a... I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, like a metric system thing. I don't know how it works.
Could be.
Anyways, Area 6. Are you ready to go?
Here we go.
Alright.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1. Tetris, Tris.
You need to set up a button with just a sound effect to play with that. Or even make it good luck.
I have this.
This case gets a happy face.
Oh, you don't hear it.
No, I don't. I heard nothing. Okay, we actually broke 100 that time.
Yeah. So bad at this beginning. Okay, you've watched Pan Quick's 4-hour invisible wall video?
Yeah, I showed you that video.
Yeah. So you know when he goes over the examples of like what makes an invisible wall?
Yeah.
About slopes, and it's like this case gets a happy face. That's like my good split sound.
Nice.
And then the bad ones, I'm gonna give this case an angry face. For the one bad one.
Okay, 234 at missiles. Not bad.
Alright, 47 missiles. So if you're playing the Japanese version, when Peppy stops speaking, that is the perfect time to break and shoot 3 cusses or charge unlocked shots at the center missile. That gives you 3 hit plus 1s. Only on the Japanese version. The English version, the dialogue length is a bit different.
Yeah, I time it for like a little bit after intentionally, and it shouldn't have a feel for it at this point. Yeah, I can get that going right now. Screw the satellites, staying alive. Oh, that wasn't even my turbo ring. Dang it. Checkpoint's lower than last time.
Oh,
96.
this checkpoint always hard. Yeah, I hate those enemies after the checkpoint, after like the two lines, they never
Yeah.
cooperate for me.
I can struggle with them on single life, but like, they seem to be, they're usually pretty consistent for me. I actually stole my method for that from Ilyadruk.
Oh, what did he do?
When I was still pretty new. I mean, he used a lock-on in a specific spot, but I saw him do it a couple times, and I stole his idea. Really haven't struggled with it since then.
Oh, that bomb phased through everything. Bomb went right through the ship. Yeah, not everything is a solid object in this game, despite what it may look. It's gonna be like a 640, I think.
Balls are a suggestion.
It's the atom layer we're putting it.
Not even breaking 600 this time.
What's up, Let's Play Nintendo?
Oh, what's up, let's play?
He's on your chat.
Yep.
I know he's
They're
one of
my
yours.
regulars.
I can tell because your logo is in front of him.
Yeah, it's great. I love share chat.
Can we get 3 1 cycles in a row? Yes.
I need
Yes,
to
we
learn how to
can.
do that. I can never get it.
Can we get 4 1 cycles in a row? If I do, I might have to speed run after this. We cannot. Unfortunately, the Magic 4 is not happening.
Dude, again, I'm 1 hit away. Hey, look, Let's Play is now in your chat.
Hey, I get the first message.
Yeah.
Stolen. I stole them.
Stealing my viewers. How rude.
I mean, Sherry.
Oh, you can have that viewer. Safety. One that just popped up.
Was it a spam?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the
Spam bot.
spam. I think you got it before you even showed up here.
Mine says likely ban evade or restricted, so it probably just isn't showing. So I'm gonna ban it. cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Yeah, so Let's Play can't see. Yeah, so it actually just held it before it even showed up on public.
Oh,
tab.
okay.
Which you're still a mod, so I would think you'd be able to see it, but maybe it's a.
It's probably a
Vine
shared chat
specific.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Shared chat is prevents cyber attacks. No, it doesn't. That's the illusion we have right now. That it's doing something. Only able to kill one this time.
Get any on the first pass, but wow, what is that?
Oh, the Golden State game got closer. No soft lock, thank you. I'm convinced the soft lock doesn't exist, even though I know it exists.
I mean, I've gotten it before, so I know it exists.
Dude, everyone's gotten it but me. I tried to get the bomb on the left and then go right. You can do that. It's just hard.
Okay, Leon dead.
I missed the gold ring, not that it matters. Because there are 3 more after this. In your mouth. If you want to do the swag shot, when you have double lasers, Andross takes 7 hyper lasers on the eyes. So you can fire 6 and then make the last one a bomb. I don't know, it's a swag. Swag I like to do. Does that count?
Oh, quick face kill.
Let me know when you're at the brain. Let me know when you're at the brain.
I'm at the brain.
Okay then. I'm like, let me get a few eye shots here. I only got one, so don't worry about it.
Okay, just 2 passes on the brain. Did not get grabbed this time.
So we're leaving with the fries in the bag. Supposedly. Not that it is impossible to lose your wins in the tunnel, but the fries are in the bag.
Considering I haven't taken a wing hit at all since the last laser upgrade, if I lose a wing here and still make it out, that's just impressive.
You got left?
I got left.
Okay. Well, you know it's gonna be left, left, right, left, left, right then. Nope, Dad's going right this time. So I got the 50-50. It's always...
Honestly, I feel like, at least for me, with my decades of having played this game, it almost makes it harder trying to predict where he's gonna go, rather than just reacting. Because I mean, I had to train myself out of the impulse to predict, because in predict, one and then he goes the other way. It's
Yeah,
harder
then you
to
get
react.
screwed.
So like for years I've just been autopiloting through that, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, wait, I feel like I'm thinking too hard, so it ends up being more stressful and feeling like I'm gonna make more mistakes. What's up, Adam? We got Route 17, Corneria, Sector Y, Katina, Sector X, Macbeth, Area 6.
It's basically easy route, but you're going to Sector Y instead. Are you gonna run this month, Adam? We miss you.
I mean, I say that as if I've done much more than Adam has. I did this at the announcement last month and then didn't touch the game after that.
Okay, we're getting 2,400 at least.
You said 2,400?
2,441.
Jeez! Calm down. I got 2,249.
Oh, better than 2,222. Nice, GG.
Is it though? Is it better?
I mean, it's higher.
The other was the other one was a more fun number.
Oh, like, not better in terms of number, better in terms of fun.
Yeah, it's higher, yes, but is it better? But yeah, that one, good corner area for me. I definitely need work on Sector Y. I mean, yeah, that's where, yeah. That makes much more sense, you getting to 2,400 with a good Sector Y. Katina 271, probably not beating that by much anytime soon. Sector X was a tragedy. Macbeth was okay. Area 6 was a tragedy.
Wait, Sector X was tragedy? Why?
Yeah, I only got 306.
I wouldn't call it tragedy, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, 300 is my bare minimum for Sector X on single life anymore. But like, I left the intro with 30 points, which is, yeah. Like, on He's Quick, Be Careful, I think I had 31, which is how much I had after the first group on the last run. So, yeah. Yeah, Sector X and Meteo are two stages in particular where it feels like if you don't get the intro down pat, like you're resetting over and over and over just to get a good start. Fortunately, I've gotten consistent with Meteo on that, but Sector X is still a toss-up.
Alright, yeah. I wasn't expecting to do a second run, but I felt obligated to after the raid.
Yeah.
We made the most of it.
Yeah, we did.
Alright.
I'm still getting to bed at a decent-ish hour.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Did
You on Eastern time?
I'm on Eastern, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course you are. You always get the Wordles ahead of time.
1 hour before you do.
Yep.
Right, do you have a raid target in mind?
I do not. I can skim my channels that I follow, but I'm not expecting anyone to be streaming Star Fox exactly.
I'll let you pick it. Unless you don't have one, I'm just gonna raid someone random.
Yeah. Trying to see just the people I follow. Hey, look, there's Safety Man. We could raid him. I also just don't raid a lot of people.
Now
So
you
usually
do.
you have like 1 or 2 viewers at the end of a stream, so it's like it feels